Hey guys, welcome back to Mr. RV Tech. Today we're here at the shop. We have removed a Dometic Brisk-Air 2 air conditioner that has failed, and I want to take the opportunity to do a rundown on the parts and pieces. Disassemble this thing and show you what it looks like on the inside and what all the parts and pieces are. We're not going to get into any repairs or diagnostics today. This is just to help educate you about what's actually on your roof, because most RV consumers aren't getting up there and checking these things out. Some of you are, I understand, but most aren't. So all we need to do this is a 5/16 bit driver, there you go, and a Phillips bit driver, and then a cordless drill, or you could even use a screwdriver if you're old school. So the cover just has 4 screws on the outside, 2 in the front. I've already loosened all this stuff up. 1 on each side in the rear. You can simply remove the service cover for access. Set it to the side. Alright, so let's talk about what we can see right now. We have our evaporator box, our electrical box, our condenser enclosure, our compressor, and our fan motor here. So first thing I'm going to do is show you the electrical box since it's over on that side. 2 5/16 screws right here. That's what this is for. And just a quick disclaimer, guys, if you're going to be opening this up and doing any testing or looking around, please, for your own safety, disconnect the circuit breaker or unplug your RV. You can get shocked. This capacitor is 370 volts in here, and if it's powered up, it will dump all of its capacitance into you and you will not have a good day. So once you get those 2 screws out, lift up a little bit and pull straight out, and this galvanized cover will come off, revealing your capacitor. Now this capacitor is a dual winding capacitor. It starts and runs the compressor on the red wire, and starts and runs the fan on the brown wire, and of course all the white wires in combination here are your common. So we've got our hermetically sealed unit, our fan, and our common. Again, take great caution that power has been removed before messing with that. If you're suspect of your capacitor, maybe your fan or your compressor are humming but nothing's happening, the capacitor would definitely be suspect. And if you review to my how to test an RV air conditioner capacitor video, I go into great detail on how to do that correctly. Alright, then we have our condenser coil here, of course. Another thing I'm going to point out is on top of your compressor there's a box here that's removable. We can take this off, and what that's going to reveal is our high limit temperature switch for the compressor. So if your refrigerant gets too hot and it's not being cooled through the condenser, this will literally take the 110 volt power away, and this switch here will open so it can't get to the start windings in the compressor. And then over here we have the windings, start, common, and run windings of the compressor itself. So you would be pretty deep into diagnostics if you had to open that up. For an example, today I went out on a mobile service call and the condenser fan blades broke off. So the fan was running just fine, but only the center piece of it was in there with no blades, and the compressor was pumping the refrigerant, but it was so hot coming back out of the condenser due to it not being cooled by this fan blade that it overheated that limit switch there, that temperature switch, and the compressor couldn't run. I had power there, but it wasn't passing through that switch. Now we're going to get to the really high-tech part. I know that this is going to impress everyone that Dometic is using styrofoam. That's your evaporator box, folks. There's no tape, there's no screws, there's no fasteners, there's absolutely nothing holding that on there but the cover. What that will do, if you come over here, Tyler, that is going to reveal to us the indoor blower wheel here and the evaporator coil. And then of course here's our pigtail that goes down to the control box underneath in the RV. So just a quick rundown, since everything's exposed at this point. We have our evaporator coil, our indoor blower wheel, our electrical box which contains our capacitor, our blower fan, our condenser fan blade, our condenser coil, our compressor and dryer, and then of course the wiring. And that's all there is to this unit. And of course the super high-tech, super high-strength, super long-lasting styrofoam evaporator box cover. So with that, make sure this is pressed down tight, by the way, when you put it back on. You don't want any gaps here where it seams up. that's going to conclude our Dometic Brisk Air 2 rundown. If you have any questions about these kind of units, please put them in the comments below and I will do my best to get back to you. It might take me a little while, but I will answer your questions. Thanks very much for watching, and until the next one, take care.